Kyrie Irving wants a trade out of Cleveland. Wow. For those who don't know, I watch basketball a lot. I'm a huge basketball fan. Specifically Lakers, but in general, I love basketball. And to hear that Kyrie Irving wants to trade out of Cleveland, really, that was out of nowhere. Because it's funny, you think after, like, I'm one to believe that the Cavs got so traumatized by the Warriors this offseason. Like, it's not even funny. After losing 5 games, they let go of their GM, who was supposedly hours away from getting a trade for Jimmy Butler, and also at another separate time for Paul George. They let him go. LeBron doesn't like it. Dan Gilbert, they don't have a GM. Well, now they do, but back then they didn't have a GM, and now Kyrie wants to go. Like, this is the complete opposite of what happened to the Warriors last season when they blew that 3-1 lead, and then they went out and got Kevin Durant, came back and won it. Like, Cavs are literally falling apart as we see it, and it really caught me by surprise. Like, Kyrie Irving especially, because we all know LeBron was most likely going to leave. And you can't blame Kyrie for wanting to trade, because if you know LeBron's going to leave, why are you going to stay there to the Cavs? And people say, oh, because Kyrie said he wants his own team, and people are saying, how come he didn't stay with the Cavs then? I say because the Cavs aren't built around him. You know what I mean? Like, the Cavs roster was built for LeBron. Like, I can guarantee you, when they were trading these players, signing these players, they did not take 1 second to think about, oh, is this good for Kyrie too? Because they're probably going by the assumption, if it's good for LeBron, it's good for Kyrie. So why stay with a team that's not built for you, also with horrible contracts? I mean, you could sort of thank LeBron for that with Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, and the owner and Dan Gilbert, who really is pretty incompetent to basketball-wise decisions. And, like, if you're Kyrie Irving, would you trust a guy like that? Would you trust that situation? Hell no. So, man, I don't blame Kyrie, the thing is, people really don't keep forgetting is that he's only 25 years old. You know what I mean? He's still young, and he already has a championship ring. So, like, with all these super teams going on, I mean, why not try to do it by yourself? I mean, now he's not gonna do it by himself clearly, but he'll need like another all-star caliber player. But he's like, why not? He's trying to do it with no more than like 2 superstars, which you can't blame him for. I mean, I heard people saying, "Oh, Kobe told him this." Like, we all know him and Kobe are 2 different animals. Kobe is the type of guy to do it by himself. Like, if Kobe was playing in this era, we all know he would be the one to do it. Say, I'm going to be the guy that takes down these super teams. And, oh shit! What the hell? And we know Kyrie he's basically a student of Kobe. Like, he talks to Kobe a lot. But can you really blame him? I mean, he's, like I said, he's only 25. So why not take on that challenge? Like, what's there for him to lose? You know what I mean? Like, if it all goes wrong, let's say 3 or 4 years all goes wrong, okay, but he'll only be 29 years old. He'll be like almost at the peak of his prime. So there's really no bad situation. The only thing I can think about, if anything doesn't go right, is people say, "Oh, Kyrie, we told you so. You can't win by yourself." But to me, it's kind of good to see a superstar actually take that position. You know what I mean? Like, there's only a handful of players in the NBA, I think, right now that you could say, give them a team and tell them, take me there. Like, take me to the finals. Like, there's very, very few superstars who can do that right now. And I can't blame for Kyrie wanting to be one of them. I mean, and I heard people say, oh, he had a chance to lead with the Cavs when LeBron wasn't there. You gotta think about that. You're asking a 20-year-old with other young players, with a failed Andrew Bynum project. If you remember, they paid Bynum a contract. I think that was the plan, Kyrie and Bynum. That didn't work out. And you got to remember who the coach was, Byron Scott. I mean, not saying he's a bad coach, but we all know he's not a big fan of having young players. And you put that all together, how do you expect a 20-year-old Kyrie to lead a team like that. So that argument is like out the window. That's not even a valid argument, because the situation was nowhere near what it needed to be for him to lead it. So, and it's the same thing with LeBron. When LeBron was with Cleveland before he went to Miami, he couldn't win. So it took for him to go to the Heat, win 2 rings, learn how to win, come back to Cleveland, and bring them a championship. Who's to say that won't happen for Kyrie? You know what I mean? Like, who's to say since after playing with LeBron for 3 years, he now knows what it takes to win a championship, and that doesn't make him a better player and like a better leader? Because going to Miami made LeBron a 10 times better leader. Like, Miami was the reason LeBron's leader today. Like, had he stayed in Cleveland and never went to Miami, who knows what kind of leader he would have been. And where does he think he's going? I think I didn't get him. Oh, whoa. Oh, down you go. And like, it's all a matter of situation, if you want to say that. But I mean, you really can't blame Kyrie. Wow, really? Okay, I'm gonna find that dude. He hold on. I had that kill. Is that him? Got him. What? Assist? Alright, well, whoa. Oh, I thought that was a teammate. But again, you can't really blame Kyrie, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I find it refreshing that there's still players who say clearly he's not gonna do it by himself, but he's gonna be the focal point of what pushes that team to the championship. Now whether he wins one or not, that's an entirely different story. But it's good to see someone take down that challenge. I mean, I know him and Kobe are way completely different players. I'm never gonna compare Kyrie to Kobe, but what Kyrie's doing right now, is something you could definitely see Kobe doing if he was playing in today's game. And now, where he wants to go, that's a whole different story. Because though he said he wants to be the focal point, and I'm thinking, okay, if you want to be the focal point, the Spurs are not the team to go to. The Spurs will give you the best chance, but we all know Pop don't play that. He plays ball movement is what Pop goes for. He's not about that ISO, play and whatnot. If Kyrie was to change his game, I'm pretty sure Pop would love to accept him. I'm pretty sure Pop would accept him right now. But if Kyrie wants to be the vocal point, like, the Spurs offense is not going to run through him. Like, you know what I mean? I know they already have Kawhi Leonard. Like, you can say the offense runs through Kawhi, but it's not like they've played games where they don't need him, and they've, like, when the Kawhi is out or have had bad games, Spurs still do great without him. So, like, Spurs are out the door for Kyrie if he wants to be the vocal point, because I mean, he'll be one of the main options if he goes to the Spurs, but he won't be the option if that's what he's looking for. And I say the Knicks are the most reasonable position, because Porzingis is still growing into a superstar, and who else? I don't think they really have much of a future like in there. And then I know there's Melo, but he's pretty much out. I know there's a 3-team trade talking about Bledsoe and who else? I think a draft pick and Josh Jackson, I forgot his name, to the Cavs. Kyrie goes to the Knicks, and I forgot who goes to the Suns. So there's a 3-team trade like that, but at the same time, it's very hard to do that, because it's just, you can't find equal value for Kyrie right now. Like, the only way Cavs, and plus trading for Kyrie, it's not gonna do the Cavs any good, because regardless of who they get, in my opinion, for Kyrie, it's a step back. Because Eric Bledsoe he's a good player, but he's not no Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? They'd have to get like a Devin Booker type player back from the Suns, which we all know that's never gonna happen. But I mean, who knows? I mean, it's pretty shocking to me that Kyrie wants to trade, and people say, "Oh, it's a free trip to the finals." I mean, you never. It's probably a pride thing, like, you want to be the guy, and like, you never know how good a player really is until he's by himself. So, I mean, honestly, I highly doubt we've seen the best of Kyrie Irving. Like, we've seen flashes, we've seen all his offensively, he's unmatched, but I honestly don't think we've seen the best, because he can grow into a good defender, he can grow into a leader. LeBron grew into a leader, so it's all a matter of how and when he develops. But honestly, we have not seen the best of Kyrie. So who's to say he can't be that guy on the team? I mean, when you're with LeBron James, obviously it's hard to be that guy. I mean, you can't blame him, but you never know how good a player really is until he has his own team. So, I mean, I like it. I hope Kyrie finds his own team, because there's no way Cavs bring Kyrie into the season. Because with all this drama with him, LeBron, no way. Cavs cannot afford another something like this to go down during the season, because that's just gonna add to LeBron leaving. We all know that. So it's almost most likely gonna happen. So I kind of like it. It gives a little bit more competitiveness. Like, there's still those players out there that want to win and rather do it themselves than have up and team up with other players and win together. I mean, like I said, you really can't blame Kyrie for wanting to do that. So